This is a simple tutorial on how to make your own data pack. And honestly, it's pretty easy. Trust me on that, trust me. You don't need to know a lot of coding, you don't need to know very technical stuff, as long as you understand some of the basic concepts and ideas. And this is episode 0 of the Dimension Creation Data Pack series. As you can see, I have some links over here. I will show you around on the things that you need to have prepared whenever you're making any data pack, especially if it's a word generation data pack. In this episode, we're gonna learn basic preparation steps that we need to have in mind before we do anything else. First off, we have a data pack creation. We have a dimension idea, right, for a mod. Now, you might think, okay, is it a mod or a data pack? It really doesn't matter, because I will show you how to turn data packs into mods later. So we are only in the space of data packs right now, and we can add custom blocks or custom mobs later on maybe. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it as simple as making a new dimension using a data pack. Of course, the first thing that you need to do is to have an idea, right? You might know me as the guy who made Heaven Dimension. So it will only be fitting if we make Hell Dimension in this tutorial. Now, some questions that you need to answer before making the dimension is, what purpose does it serve, right? What purpose does it serve? The name is Hell Dimension, and what purpose? Okay, the purpose is, could be a new item, a new ore, could be anything, right? But since we said we're gonna start off easy without adding any new blocks, and we will only stay in the vanilla data pack side of things for now, we're gonna add a boss, an alternative boss to the Ender Dragon or any other boss, mini boss in the game. And this boss will have to give you something. No, I do have many ideas that I have been having for many years, so it's just a bunch of random ideas in my head. And I'm thinking one of the bosses that we can add in this dimension would be a boss that gives you extra heart. So an 11th heart, let's say. Plus 1 heart. This will motivate the player to go out of their way. Let's just say that you already have netherite, you already beat the Ender Dragon. You need a new challenge, so this boss has to be very hard, and at the same time the reward has to be something big. And having an extra heart, like having 11 hearts instead of 10, would be a really good motivation, because you don't care about diamonds, you don't care about netherite at this point, you care about something better. Or it could be, I don't know, 10% more speed, right? It has to be something that the player cannot already get, or not as easily. So basically, purpose, you can also say objective, right? These are some of the ideas that I have added. You can, it could really be anything you want. I'm just here to say what I will do. What would the world gen be like? Nether-like dimension with lava ocean, and the height might be -64 being the minimum height and the maximum being 256. So that is not as big as the overworld technically, but it's bigger than the nether because it goes into the minus territory. Could go lower, 108. Okay, I will go 128. Maybe in terms of biomes, we can add the ocean. It's gonna be lava. We can add, I'm thinking something similar to the Soul Sand Valley where the fire is blue. But I want it to be something different, like a cold fire nether type of thing. I'm not really sure how I can do that, but let's just add the idea. This is just the idea section, right? We can add whatever, and we can remove things in the future. So a cold biome, that would be very a bit different than anything else. Oh, something that we need to mention is a main block in the world gen. If we look at Minecraft, there's only so many blocks that you can have as main blocks. So blackstone, and then obsidian. Okay, we have our main idea here, and perhaps we can also have structures where the boss will be, maybe ruins, like an altar, for example. I'm just throwing ideas out here. What else would make sense to be in hell? Oh, a pit. We can add a pit of fire. Maybe there are some challenges there, like with mini bosses or whatever. Now we have a general idea of how this dimension will look like in the future. But now, let's say, okay, how do we do it? How do we add this? Okay, so this is the very first video, so expect more videos to come. But basically, we come down to these three websites right here. So how do we make, so this is the second part of the video on how we make a data pack. So now that we have our idea, we need to learn how to code. A few things that you need to keep in mind is on your launcher, whichever one may be, even in the default one has this feature, you go to settings, you go to the launcher, and you try to find somewhere where it will be show console while the game is running. It could be a Minecraft the log or something along those lines. And the reason why you need to do that is because if there's an error, you can easily identify it, which, don't worry, we're gonna go through that later in the series. We're gonna take a look at the basic Datapack websites that we're gonna need. Now, keep in mind, when I say Datapack, I'm specifically talking about world gen Datapacks rather than commands Datapack type of websites. We really don't need to use them. We only need to use Misode. Misode will be the main focus of everything that we create. The wiki, specifically Datapack related and technical related articles within the wiki. And this is a cool website that you may have never heard of, even if you are into the Datapack community. You can take any Datapack you want, you can put it here. Then when you download, see, it can output as a data pack and a resource pack. It can either output as a forge, as a fabric, or both within one file. You don't really need to use that, but basically it turns any data pack you want. You can also import a resource pack and turn it into a mod. That's basically it. Okay, so this will be used in the future. We don't really need to use it now. A very good source of information is also Sliced Lime. Sliced Lime is somebody who works at Mojang and who knows what he's talking about when it comes to technical, with anything that is related to data packs. As you can see, data pack news here. There's like all sorts of explanations that you might need. That's it. This is the very basics, the websites that we need, the type of ideas, and I walked you through how I think. You may think in a completely different way on what that dimension that you want to create would look like. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to wait for the new videos to come, and we're gonna walk through the first episode on the next video.